I call to order the Coatesville Area School Board meeting scheduled for September 23rd, 2025. The reading of the mission statement. The mission of the Coatesville Area School District, rich in diversity and committed to excellence, is to create innovative educational experiences which are funded by the taxpayers, supported by the community, delivered by dedicated teachers and administrators to ensure all students will become responsible, contributing global citizens. Madam Secretary, please call for the roll.
Laren Yacco.
Here.
Steve Wilson.
Here.
Elgin Bailey.
Here.
Beth Brindle.
Here.
Holly Charest.
Here.
Shauna Maxwell.
Here.
Liz Muirhead.
Here.
Donna Rowland.
Here.
Robin Seagreaves.
Here.
Davis May.
Here.
Julia Trexler.
At this moment, I'd like to ask everyone to stand for a moment of silence and a salute to the flag.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Right. This is still on.
All right, additions, deletions, or modifications to this evening's agenda. To my colleagues, are there any additions, deletions, or modifications to this evening's agenda? Seeing none, we are moving to public comment. The board has requested all persons making comment on agenda items to please list their name, address, and telephone number and motion item provided on the sheet. There is a 3-minute limit per person. The board does not take action or discuss items not appearing on the agenda. The board values public comment and wishes to convey that although board members cannot discuss items that are not on the agenda, they listen carefully and value the input from the public. First up is Liz Rivera. Said it right.
Hi. Hello, guys. This is my first time, so I'm a little nervous. I'm here to speak in behalf of the Cyber Academy. There was some changes that are concerning to me as a parent. I did email some of you guys. I'm sure you probably read my email, but I just figured that I wanted to come here in person and let my voice be heard. So today I'm standing here and take the time to share with you my concerns as a cyber parent. Like I said, I have 3 students that attend the Cyber Academy for Coatesville, and currently there's been some changes with the math teacher, Mr. DePippa. I thought that he probably would have been here today, but he probably got caught up. So I'll just read the email, and hopefully you guys can reconsider your decision and make the right decision for the program. It's my deep concern regarding the recent decision to reassign Mr. DePippa from his full-time role with the Cyber Academy to teach in person at the North Brandywine Middle School for part of the day. As a parent of 3 students of the Cyber Academy, I find this decision to be incredibly disruptive, short-sighted, and unfair, not only to Mr. DePippa, but more importantly to the near 200 students who rely on him daily for consistent instruction and support. Removing a dedicated and highly effective educator from the cyber students during the school year is unacceptable and deeply concerning. These students enroll in the Cyber Academy deserve receiving consistent full-day access to qualified teachers who understand their unique needs and learning environment. Alternating the access mid-year not only undermines their academic success, but also disrupts the trust and stability that are essential for students to thrive in a virtual setting. This change directly compromises the integrity of the program, leaving students without equitable support and sending a message that their learning is less of a priority. The decision lacks foresight and consideration for the real-life implications that it has on families who carefully has chosen this model for their children's education. Students deserve uninterrupted access to the resources, support system, and the teachers that they were promised when they committed to this program. And anything less is disservice to their education. While I understand that staffing needs and scheduling challenges arise, this solution sends the message that the needs of a few students outweigh those of hundreds. It also suggests a fundamental misunderstanding of time, energy, and expertise required to effectively teach an online learning environment. The Cyber Academy is already significantly overlooked, and the teachers currently in place are stretched far too thin. Despite this, they continue to go above and beyond, providing individualized support, timely feedback, and consistent communication to ensure that each student is successful. It is truly remarkable how these educators manage to give every student the attention they need, even under such demanding circumstances. So I voice my concerns today and hope that you guys can reconsider this decision and prioritize the continuity and quality of the education for all cyber students. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ms. Rivera. I actually did get your email. I just got it, and I just forwarded it to the whole board because not everybody was on that email.
All right.
And
Thank you.
we'll be talking with Dr. Robarchak to make sure we can.
All right. Today was a perfect example for that. My daughter was doing a math test, and it was 11:45 when she needed assistance, and Mr. DePipa wasn't available until after 2. So it's unfortunate that they have to go through this. And I know my daughter's not the only one. At least I'm home with her. There's other students where the parents have to work and they're not home, and they rely on the teachers to be there when they need them.
Yeah, and I just want to thank you for coming and speaking up for your kids. That's really brave of you to do. I've been there, so keep doing that. And we, Dr. Robarchak will get in touch with you, okay?
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys.
No problem. Next up is Ms. Lori Shannon Bailey.
Good evening. Do I get an extended 3 minutes? Oh, no, you don't have to apologize. Come back, girl. Watch the timer, please. So I want to comment. I didn't get a chance to write down what I was going to talk about, but that's good because I would probably forget anyway. Too many M&Ms. So we had a lot of resignations this time. 2 special education teachers. Our head wrestling coach, how long has he been here? Does anybody know how long he's been here? He's been amazing.
Long time, 23 years.
Long time. We've gotten, I don't know how much.
How long has he coached?
How much statewide recognition because of Coach Bauer. So I hope we do something to show him how much we appreciate all that he's poured into our students for all these years. Head 7th grade basketball coach, Michael, I can't say his last name. The 7th grade boys basketball coach, 7th grade boys football coach, 8th grade boys football coach, assistant wrestling coach. So I'm not sure what's happening with the coaches, but please show your love to these coaches, and please let them know how much we appreciate their time and effort and energy pouring into our students. And I'm a little bit concerned that we have so many coaches leaving at the same time, and I hope you are as well. I want to talk about what I asked you to look into last time, the letter of agreement from Devereaux Advanced Behavioral Health. I know a student who's an 11th grader who can benefit from this program, and I ask you to be intentional in making sure that especially marginalized families, especially those with truant and school avoidance problems, had the opportunity to sign up for this program. I'm concerned that students who really need this program, students who maybe have issues at home with parenting, may not know about this program. Again, I know an 11th grader who I think could benefit from this program. I'm worried that you all are not doing enough to make sure the children who need this program can benefit from this program. So please be intentional in making sure that this information is out there so that parents can be aware of it. But you will be hearing from me, some of you will, about this program. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is special reports.
All right, we are honored tonight to have Dr. Jennifer Chrisman with us, who is a kindergarten teacher over at Rainbow, and she had a special opportunity and a great recognition at the Phillies game, which I was really sad because I couldn't go, and I wished I could be there, but someone didn't let me. No, I won't go there. Only kidding. But, Jennifer, we just want to obviously bring you up and be able to recognize you for this accomplishment. And I'm just going to read it from here, and then I'll bring you up so we can get a couple pictures with you. But this is to Dr. Jennifer Chrisman. The Independence Blue Cross named Jennifer Chrisman, EDD, as the 5th winner in the IBX Honor Roll campaign. The IBX Honor Roll is a joint initiative with the Philadelphia Phillies that recognizes exemplary teachers in the Philadelphia, 5-county, and New Jersey regions. So it was have an honor, and I believe you said there were only 5 individuals this year that were recognized, correct?
And they're picking one more on Monday.
One more?
Sunday, there's one more winner, so 6 in all.
6 in all.
They said they had over 3,000 nominations, and they read through each and every one of the nominations.
And you got picked. Congratulations. So if you can come up, we want to just get a picture with you.
And they gave us an amazing night.
Yes, had a great game, too.
And a good game. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Okay.
Get a picture with you. Resident photographer. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations. Approval minutes. Yep.
Approval of the minutes. That the Board of School Directors approve the minutes from the August 26, 2025 school board meeting subject to any additions, deletions, or clarifications. Call for a motion.
Motion.
Second.
Any questions, comments, or discussion? Madam Secretary, please call for the vote.
Beth Brindle,
Yes.
Liz Muirhead,
Yes.
Elgin Bailey,
Yes.
Robin Seagreaves,
Yes.
Shauna Maxwell,
Yes.
Holly Charess,
Yes.
Steve Wilson,
Yes.
Liren Yako.
Yes.
Donna Rowland.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Executive session.
Thank you, Madam President. The board met in executive session on September 8th, 2025, and again, just prior to this evening's meeting to discuss the following items. Confidential personnel matters, an item of collective bargaining, confidential student matters, an item related to safety and security, matters protected by the attorney-client privilege, and the following matters of litigation. A matter docketed before the Unemployment Compensation Bureau of Pennsylvania at 2025-02-7913-R0. A matter docketed with the Chester County Court of Common Pleas at 2024-06456-TT. Another item before the Chester County Court of Common Pleas at 2025-00413-TT. A matter docketed with the Federal District Court of the Eastern District of Pennsylvania at 2024-4186. And a matter docketed with the Pennsylvania Department of Education at BBFM-13-2025-01. And that concludes this evening's executive session announcement.
Thank you. Next up are the student representatives, Davis and Julia. Who's going to go first?
Good evening, everyone. Starting off, we have this year's homecoming game, which will be on Friday, October 3rd. Students will have the week prior to celebrate Spirit Week and the annual Powder Puff game, which will be held on Wednesday, October 1st. The much-anticipated homecoming dance will be held in the Cash Gym on Saturday evening, October 4th. Registration for homecoming closed last night, and those who registered will have until Thursday, September 25th at 11:59 p.m. to purchase their ticket. Moving on, students at the high school campus took a time to remember 9/11 with our AFJROTC cadets doing a flag raising as well as announcing and providing moments of silence for the victims, their families, and the servicemen and women who protect our freedom. Students at the Coatesville Area Senior High School and Intermediate High School celebrated the signing of the United States Constitution on Wednesday, September 17th for Constitution Day. Students participated in a variety of activities in their social studies classes on that date.
At the start of this school year, the junior and senior class held separate meetings to discuss the expectations set for the 2025-2026 school year. In the junior meeting, they discussed graduation requirements and pathways, parking guidelines, and overall expectations for this upcoming year. The senior meeting also covered those topics along with other important senior dates, homecoming details, cap and gown ordering, scholarship information and deadlines, and opportunities through the Career Center and Work Experience programs. Furthermore, students have been given the opportunity to meet with local college representatives and discuss secondary education options. Cash currently has over a dozen college visits scheduled throughout the month of October. Moving on, Cash hosted Citadel last Thursday for a student interest meeting about their work experience opportunities. Interested students will be interviewed next for 4 positions and will also receive resume building support and interview feedback. Giant Food Stores also visited Cash to hold their interest meeting and will follow a similar process to help our students participate in this valuable work experience program. Stay tuned as our high school is working with additional organizations to further engage students. Additionally, 10th and 12th grade students will be participating in the Pennsylvania Youth Survey on Wednesday, October 8th. The survey collects information about risk factors, which are the conditions that increase the likelihood that a child will develop problem behaviors later in life. It also collects information about protective factors, people, or conditions in a community that can buffer youth from risk.
Next up, students were able to elect the class of 2026 senior homecoming court and junior court by voting on September 12th and 19th. The results for the final court were revealed on September 19th. The queen will be revealed on October 3rd at the homecoming football game, and our king October 4th at the homecoming dance. And lastly, on Thursday, September 8th, Katie visited our Coatesville Area Senior High School to take senior portraits for the graduating class of 2026. Students were able to book a session and come down to the auditorium to get their photos taken from about 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. Additionally, there will be 2 more portrait sessions, one in October and another November 11th, making 6 total senior portrait days at Coatesville Area Senior High School so far. That concludes our report.
Thank you. That was new. Going back and forth. It's cute. Board, they're going to be with us more this year. They're going to be coming to the committee meetings so that they can speak to our agenda items. So chairs, if you guys can get used to making sure that, if you want some student advice or opinions on it, this is a good opportunity for that. This is a pilot we're doing. Cool. All right. Awesome. All right. Superintendent report.
All right, good evening. And we are well into the school year, and we have a lot going on in addition to what was shared by the students. So we're going to start with our College and Career Center, which I know was announced a couple times. But we have established a College and Career Center in Ms. Tricia Thompson's classroom, along with Ms. Wendy Lewis. The two of them work collaboratively to do all the great things that was shared again by our students, and opportunities for students to grow as a student, just whether it's career or college, or just exploring different pathways that they are interested in. So you can see a couple of the signs there that have been created. The new and improved location is coming soon. We've been fortunate out of Title IV funds to support college and career readiness, and there is going to be a brand new, formerly known as the Commons at Cash, underneath the steps leading to the cafeteria steps up in the auditorium. There will be a new College and Career Center there, which will make it an opportunity for students to go in, explore careers, have college visits, go through, as Julia was sharing, I believe, about doing interview skills and that efficacy to help them be prepared the best they can be for a job in the local area. We had a lot of donations, and we've had a lot of these out on Facebook. We received a ton of book bags and school supplies, and we're very fortunate. And this was definitely a need this year as we move forward. And we were able to get a lot of supplies in students' hands. But we had students from the David's Drive, the NRIVA, and the Customers Bank all supply school supplies. And David's Drive did some donations to our own in-house tech wood shop. The next one is our Fair Funding Roundtable, which we celebrated. What was the date of that again? September 4th? September 4th. September 4th, we brought a number of districts together from the surrounding area in Chester County and had an opportunity to meet with legislators and lawmakers to share some of the things going on with the state budget, which we're hoping we'll have very soon, but also how this funding has impacted us as a district and why it's so important to have fair funding so all of our students are supported in each district equally and fairly. So that was a great success. The next one, as you know, we just celebrated Dr. Chrisman and honored as the recipient of the IBX Honor Roll campaign. I forgot to mention, Jennifer, one of the really neat and cool ideas that they come with is they have Jennifer send a picture of herself to the Phillies, and they actually make a baseball card. And Jen was carrying around that first day I came back, and I stopped over at kindergarten and had the opportunity to see the baseball card. So if you wanted to sign a card and hand them out, I'm sure they'll be worth something someday for sure. Just an announcement and a reminder that we are taking applications for our comprehensive planning. To date, we have over 80 applicants who would like to participate and be part of the mission of looking at our mission statement and establishing the comprehensive planning for the next 3 years. As part of that, the dates are on there that we will be meeting 5 to 7 each of those evenings. And we look forward to bringing everyone together and establishing the future of the district. The next one was mentioned at the high school level, the Patriots Day celebrations around the district. I had the opportunity to attend East Fallowfield Elementary's Patriot Day celebrations and honoring those whose lives were lost at 9/11. And we had speakers such as Carolyn Comita, Dan Williams. There were a couple other lawmakers, I'm not sure who they were from Westchester, who came out to honor the day and recognize the importance of what happened that day. And then under construction, as always, we have our update, Doe Run Elementary. If you have drove by recently, there's a lot going on there. There is metal stud partitions going up. There's floors being put up on the second floor now, and actually it's starting to enclose in some areas. There's actually walls going up. So a lot of concrete right now and a lot of steel in the making. So we will continue to watch that progress. If you get a chance to drive by, here's some of the pictures. It's actually starting to take form, and you can see the outline of the school with the roof line and obviously the first and second floors. And then one of my favorites, Scott. Because if you remember, about 3 weeks ago, it didn't look very nice. A pile of dirt and a lot of concrete. It is a beautiful brand new entrance to the school. If you get to drive by and just take a look at it, all the facade of the bricking was completely redone in the front area. It's all new poured concrete, all the walkways. We have one more piece to do, which is the gymnasium side steps, because we found out there was a vault underneath there. We're not sure why it was vaulted underneath, so we have to do some additional engineering to make sure that's going to stay secure, and that will be poured. But if you get a chance, please go by and take a look at it. And then inside, if you come into the entrance of the school, you'll see some beautiful new signage. Welcome to Scott Middle School and the Coatesville Area School District. These are three-dimensional lettering coming out from the wall in that waiting area where parents and students come in. And then as you can see on the top right and top left, there's actually arrows of where to go in the school, which is nice because, as you know, Scott's a big school and it gets a little confusing with all the ramps and steps. So it's nice to know where you are and which direction to go. So it really turned out really beautiful. So we will be looking to host open houses in October for Reeseville and Scott. And so you can see those two, the renovation and the addition that was put on. We're holding off on North Brandywine only because that's a temporary still. I know it's a brand-new building, but in 3 years from now, you're going to have a whole brand-new building. So we will do something celebrating that at that time. And that's all I have. And so for the important dates, we have October 14th will be our next committee meetings at 6 p.m. here in the district office. And then October 28th will be our regular school board meeting, again, here in the Learning Center at district office. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that brings us to motion items for approval. The board has requested all persons making comment on agenda items. Oh, nope, that's wrong. Look, no, I have to do it. Okay, committee meeting action items considered routine will be enacted under one motion unless removed for separate action upon board request. The purpose of the consolidated motion is to expedite governing board action on all consent items which are not held for discussion. Items that have been held for discussion by the governing board will be enacted upon at the time the item is discussed. I am going to remove under finance only A, N, O, and P.
P, right?
P as in Paul.
Yep.
Peter, whatever. And that's it. To my colleagues, are there any other items you'd like to remove this evening? Seeing none. With all items now being removed for consent agenda for individual vote, call for a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions, comments, or discussion? Seeing none, Madam Secretary, please call for the vote.
Shauna Maxwell.
Yes.
Donna Rowland.
Yes.
Leon Yacco.
Yes.
Steve Wilson.
Yes.
Robin Seagreaves.
Yes.
Elgin Bailey.
Yes.
Beth Brindle.
Yes.
Liz Muirhead.
Yes.
Holly Charess.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Okay. Starting with Finance Committee, letter A, financial statements. The recommended action is that the Board of School Directors approve the financial statements, bills, payables list as presented. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion.
A second?
Second.
Okay. With these items, I just want to point out that we didn't have all of these done before committee. So this is, we normally pull this, but this is our first review of them. I didn't notice in my review anything that was something that I wanted to point out from a individual expenditure perspective, but I do just want to reiterate what we discussed at committee, which is if you look at the condensed reports that show the expenses, the year-to-date expenditures and the year-to-date income, you'll notice that we have no year-to-date income from the state sources except for a small amount for non-educational programs. So the state is currently $73 million behind in what we had budgeted for them to allocate to the district. The good news is that because we do have local revenues from people who've paid their property tax bill for the early discount, thank you, because we actually have more revenue than expenditures on a year-to-date basis because of that. But just pointing out that the need for the state to resolve the budget debate is critical. And so anything that you can do to contact state legislators and encourage them to get that done is appreciated. Any questions or comments or other discussion on this agenda item? Okay. Seeing none, call for the vote.
Holly Charess.
Yes.
Robin Seagreaves.
Yes.
Donna Rowland.
Yes.
Elgin Bailey.
Yes.
Liz Muirhead.
Yes.
Steve Wilson.
Yes.
Leon Yacco.
Yes.
Shauna Maxwell.
Yes.
Beth Brindle.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Okay, moving on to letter N, Delta T Group Agreement. Recommended action that the Board of Directors approve the contract between Delta T Group and Coatesville Area School District for contracted staffing services as presented. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. Since we didn't review this one in committee, my question is, did we have a prior agreement with Delta T?
Ms. George, this is the first time, correct? Yeah, this is the first time with Delta T. So we're expanding to seek out any other contractors that may have personnel that we can bring in and fill empty positions. So Delta T's been very successful in the area. I know it's used by a number of school districts. So we're going to give it a shot, and hopefully they will produce some individuals for us to begin working in our classrooms with our students.
So is our goal here to try to fill some of the vacant special education teacher positions?
The unfilled paraprofessional positions.
Mostly paraprofessional positions, okay. Oh, awesome. Any other questions or comments on this item? Okay. Seeing none, call for the vote.
Elgin Bailey.
Yes.
Steve Wilson.
Yes.
Liz Muirhead.
Yes.
Donna Rowland.
Yes.
Shauna Maxwell.
Yes.
Holly Charess.
Yes.
Robin Seagreaves.
Yes.
Beth Brindle.
Yes.
Leon Yako.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Moving on to letter O, Memorandum of Understanding. Recommended action that the Board of School Directors approve the Memorandum of Understanding for yearbook advisor units for cash and at the intermediate high school as presented. I noticed here that this said that the yearbook is going to include all grades on campus, 9 through 12, and that will shift the 9th grade workload to the senior high school. I just had a question because it still shows a number of units for the intermediate high school, and then there've been a number of units that have increased for the senior high school. So do we still have a yearbook position at the intermediate high school, and what is that position?
When I found out about this, I was a little disappointed. I don't know who made this decision because they're different buildings, and then what it does is it takes away from the seniors, the 11-12 building. The reason it's going to take up a lot of space adding 10 and 11. So, and I think because Mr. Haight has a class, and I'm sure we can ask, he has a whole curriculum for this. So he has to manage that, which I think is the case, which he has to. He has a class. Kids get graded in his class. I think I'd like to ask as a board, why we made this decision.
I'll get you more information on it. My understanding is from CAD's perspective, they were working to an agreement to make it the way it is.
I'm not worried about the MOU. I'm worried about the yearbook.
The yearbook
because it's also
itself.
more expensive. This is the other. So my son's in 10th grade too. I have a
Right.
senior and a 10th grader, and I have to purchase a $100 book for my 10th grader, which it usually would only be like $50 for the 9-10 center because it's not this. Right. It's not senior portraits everywhere. Right. So I don't think we thought through that completely. And so I do want to.
I'll get more information.
Can we get
for you.
more
Yep.
information on that? Not that, I don't know, I don't remember signing a contract that made that happen.
Nothing separate.
But if, again, I feel like this kind of just happened. And I don't know if we can make that change at all. But we would need them then at the intermediate too. So, sorry.
You're fine.
Yeah.
So the teacher that you were talking about, is that teacher at the intermediate high school or the senior high school?
He's at the high school. He's the yearbook.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess part of my question was, what are the 325 units at the intermediate high school for if all of the yearbook work is happening at the senior high school? I was surprised that not all of the units were shifted to the senior high school.
No, that makes sense. That's a Carol question, I think.
Yeah, we'll get that.
Okay.
I'll get an answer
So do we
for the
want to
board, and I'll
hold,
address it at the
does
next
this
meeting.
need to be done?
Is this going to be an issue if we table this?
No, it should not be an issue whatsoever.
Just so we can get some clarity?
Right.
It doesn't mean we're stopping the process of anything?
No, and I text Carol.
Okay, yeah.
To make sure, so.
Do you want to wait to get an answer?
So the one teacher is doing the yearbook grades 9 to 12, and the other teacher will continue the 9-10 yearbook and generating interest and submitting photos. So that's what's happening here. So the
So
one
there's
teacher
gonna
is
be
still doing the 9 to 10.
So I guess I'm confused then. Is there a separate 9 to 10 yearbook, or is there a teacher in the 9-10 building that is coordinating the inclusion of those students in the
That's what
in
I'm
the
going to definitely
singular
find out for you.
yearbook?
I think that's what it is, and that's why the units were reduced, but I will find out for you.
That would make more sense. Okay.
Either way, it's
Can
fine.
can you help me with that?
Sure, you can just someone can just make a new motion to table
Okay.
in second, and then I would recommend you make it to the October meeting.
Okay.
Just so it's a time certain.
Special meeting, yeah.
And then you can vote on that item.
We can do it after committee's a special meeting if we even want.
If you wanted to,
I
yeah.
don't want to hold anybody
Right.
up in
Yep.
doing their job, but that won't do that?
No,
Okay, all right, that's all I want to make sure.
not
Okay.
from my understanding.
I would entertain a motion to table.
Second?
Well, I'll make a motion to table.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. It's been moved and seconded that we table this motion. Is there any discussion? I'd like to clarify or add to the amendment, amend the motion that we table it until the October special board meeting.
Yes.
October board meeting.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
Sure.
Any objections? Okay.
No.
All right. Then we'll consider that a friendly amendment. Are there any questions about the motion to table? Questions or discussions about the motion to table? Okay. Seeing none,
You still need to vote on the motion to table.
yes, we need to vote on the motion to table, which is not what is on your screens.
Right.
Yes, and I will make that correction
Yes.
after the meeting.
Okay, thanks for bearing with us here.
Yes. Madam Secretary, call for the vote.
Elgin Bailey,
Yes.
Steve Wilson,
Yes.
Shauna Maxwell,
Yes.
Leon Yaco,
Yes?
Donna Rowland,
Yes.
Beth Brindle,
Yes.
Holly Charest,
Yes.
Robin Seagreaves,
Yes.
Liz Muirhead.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Lori, I have one question. When we click yes to here, that's for this specific thing?
Well, I'm going to be updating the motion to read
So you're going
as
to
it was.
change it, so we can vote yes because you're going to change the
That
motion?
is correct, yes.
Okay, all right. Well, take one away, so,
All right.
whatever.
Okay, moving on.
Sorry.
To letter P. It's
Are you
okay. You said before, I'm the problem child. And here I am, making our meeting longer. All right, letter P, recommended action that the Board of School Directors approve the resignations, appointments, new positions, leaves of absence, transfers, changes of status, and corrections as presented. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Any questions or comments on this item?
I do. Oh, sorry.
okay.
This is, certainly a personal attachment here regarding our wrestling coaches, because I had 3 sons that all participated in wrestling here. And Coach Boyer, which we call Peanut, was started in 2016 here as an assistant coach under Bear Stevens at the time. And since then, Chris Walton, the assistant, has been, I can't even tell you when he started here because my kids have wrestled with him since 2005 at least,
Chris?
if not earlier, through the youth program, through middle school, through the high school.
Yeah.
He's been a part of our wrestling world for a very long time.
Yeah.
And they create a family, and they create a team where everyone looks out for each other, cares for each other, and they care about the kids. It's not about winning. And of course you want to win, but they care about the kids and their development, and we're really going to miss them. I'm going to miss them. Luckily, I can call them friends, and they'll come visit me anyway, so I get to be lucky in that regard. I won't have to say goodbye, but we're really going to miss their presence here. So I just wanted to say thank you for all they did, and we'll miss them.
Yeah, I'm going to add to that. Coach, he's also a teacher, and yeah. But he would always encourage 9th graders and 10th graders to join. He got a lot of students to join wrestling, and it was really, he's a great coach. We're gonna.
And I
really-
forgot to mention starting a girls program and
they
getting a
started
lot of girls to participate.
Absolutely. One of the biggest, we have the biggest girls
No.
team in, just kidding, never mind. I lied. Take that back. We're close.
Yeah,
We
I
have-
mean, Cumberland Valley? You mean maybe in the Chestnut?
Yes,
Okay,
Chestnut.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's huge. But yes, just everything they've done. He would literally go into the hallways and just
Yep.
be like, you need to join the wrestling team and
Yep.
grab people. And they would, which was amazing.
I know. Great. And then I also, I'm sad to see Miss Melanie Town leaving. She's a great special ed teacher. And I wish we could have kept her. So, all right, that's all I have to say.
I just wanted to clarify, if I'm reading the HR report correctly, it looks like Coach Bauer, Coach Walton, and Coach Caro Tenuto are all planning to continue to coach. This will be their last season? Okay, because it says effective, okay, got it, okay. It's effective retroactively. Okay, got it, okay. That's what I was trying to clarify. Okay, so those positions are vacant for the upcoming seasons. Okay. Thank you. Any other questions or comments on the HR report? Okay, seeing none, call for the vote.
Liz Muirhead?
Yes.
Shauna Maxwell?
Yes.
Robin C. Greaves?
Yes.
Elgin Bailey?
Yes.
Beth Brindle?
Yes.
Donna Roland?
Yes.
Lauren Yacco?
Yes.
Holly Charess?
Yes.
Steve Wilson?
Yes.
Motion approved.
All right, that brings us to public comment. We have public comment. The board has requested that all persons making comment of public concern list their name, address, telephone number, and topic on the sheet provided. There's a 3-minute time limit per person. Miss Lori Shannon Bailey.
Good evening. I emailed you all about the Department of Environmental Education grants. This is yet another opportunity for you all to save the taxpayers' money. Department of Environmental Protection awarded $1,173,789 in grants. This is in reference to the construction projects that was presented at the last meeting. There is a webinar tomorrow, a public webinar tomorrow at noon. The webinar is on proposal tips and instructions on how to apply. So I would encourage you all to take the time out, someone to attend. If not, somehow connect with Department of Environmental Protection Agency to save taxpayers' money, to take advantage of this grant money, just like other school districts have done so. Another opportunity to save us money. I wanted to also comment on the Brandywine View development, and I wondered if you all have decided what is your time frame in making a decision on the LERTA request. The dialogue on social media is somewhat confusing. I appreciate that the Lancaster newspaper is watching these meetings, and I really appreciate that they are doing a good job in educating the public, because there's not always a lot of opportunity for the public to know what decisions that you all are making. So I think overall the article was a good article. There's just some confusion around what's a tax break. You know, the builder deserves or not deserves a tax break, but it really would be good if you all did town hall meetings. Kathy Tashler did those when she was the superintendent, and it's just an opportunity for you all to let the public know what's happening, and this potentially is a big decision. But again, we'd like to know what your time frame is. We'd like to know what other decisions that you all are using as you make this decision. I will email you this question so that I can get a definitive answer at some point. The other thing, the rents in the presentation apparently were not accurate, and they won't be accurate whenever the construction starts. So I don't know why the developer would put false information in a presentation. So that's concerning. Thank you.
Thank you. Informational items. There's a lot of informational items in there. There are a bunch of administrative regulations. Yeah. Does anybody have any general announcements? Informational items to share? Nope. All right. Then do I have a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
This meeting is adjourned. What'd you say? What time?
7:05.
Because I had to make sure I went faster because these two boys right here.
Davis here has bought into what we do in this corner. And it just hit me. I literally just thought, just had this